What is up YouTube, it's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to recruit the newest hero, Kate Bishop. She is a 90 CP tactician, and she has several amazing passives. So let's begin by looking at those, then the rest of her abilities. Following that, we're going to recruit her and check her out in action. So, Hawkeye here first has a Boomerang Arrow. A Boomerang Arrow is fired before Kate Bishop's next action. The arrow targets the next enemy that takes an action. We'll see this once we get into PvE combat, but it's a pretty cool ability. Next we have Hawkeye 2. Attacks almost never miss. Attacks against marked targets are guaranteed to crit, and she has a chance to gain an extra turn when attacking targets with pinpoint target. Then finally she has Team Hawkeye. Hawkeye and Kate Bishop gain a follow-up attack after the other performs a single target attack. This makes her first and maybe best team up very apparent. So that's exactly who we're going to team her up with when we take our first look. Now moving on to her abilities. First, her level 1 is Improved Sure Shot. So possibly it's improved over Hawkeye's Sure Shot. What does this one do? Well, it applies pinpoint target so that attacks against his target are guaranteed to hit. This debuff also lasts 4 rounds. So that's very useful because her and Hawkeye are going to use this debuff a lot. Plus we're going to be using the Knocked and Loaded EISO on Hawkeye, which is once again for sale. If you want to use these two together, you may want to pick it up. But moving on to her level 2, Quiver of Arrows. This is a multi-function attack that has 4 options. First up is Trank Arrow. It's a ranged bio attack, so it does not work against mechanical targets. It's then going to apply Weakened and Stun, so there's a straight up stun shot, and that's only our first option. Next there's the EMP Arrow. It hits all enemies, applying obsolete tech, fried circuits, and exposed. Exposed and weakened on that first shot. That seems to be pointing towards Paragon Exploiter. That is a very good sign. Then next we have the Putty Arrow. It has Adhesive X, which is a fantastic debuff. The only thing is there's not that many ways to apply it. But here it is, Kate Bishop can. What this one says is target enemy cannot dodge attacks. Prevents the target from protecting and countering. And the best part is it can cause immobilized. So unable to use melee abilities. After that, it also causes winded and slowed. Then lastly, the Sonic Arrow is an AoE ranged attack, and it causes distraction, so next single target attack has a 50% chance to miss. Then it also causes dizzy and incapacitation. That's a very solid AoE attack at the end of this multi-function. So her level 1 and level 2 are very promising. Now moving on to her level 6. This ability is another AoE ranged attack, but this one has deadly crits and fatal blow. At first glance, this one seems kind of plain, but deadly crits could make it vicious. All you would have to do is make sure this attack crits. And under Hawkeye 2, it says, attacks against marked targets are guaranteed to crit. So there you have it, a deadly crits AoE attack that should always crit against marked targets, and it has fatal blow. Then finally for her level 9, she has the Kree Composite Soul Bow. This is a ranged energy attack, and it has Ethereal Strike, exploits shields and stun, plus Paragon Exploiter. What all that means is it should have some very high damage potential. Honestly, that's what I like to have on my level 9. So she looks like a very good character, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with her. So let's go ahead and recruit her for 90 CP. And so here's the latest Tactician's recruitment animation. After this, we're only going to need Deathlock, which hopefully we win after this PvP season. If I do, I'll definitely show you a video as soon as I get him. But next we're going to go ahead and read Kate Bishop's recruitment dialogue and then check her out in PvE. Well, look at you, Agent. You picked up another Hawkeye. Did that dummy Clint put you up to this? No need to worry though, I'm the Hawkeye with a lot less drama. So in that department, good choice. And speaking of Hawkeye, we're going to be running a team featuring 2, of course. I mean, who else were we going to use with Kate first? So here it is, Kate and Clint. Clint's up first, and with that, we're going to put pinpoint target on the trigger man. And by the way, something I thought of later, you could actually put pinpoint target on the other target. And the reason I'm saying that is because Kate's going to follow up with improved sure shot, and that places pinpoint target anyways. So that's something I'm going to keep in mind. Also, by the way, we are using the Cosmic Cardinal, and that once again is on sale. I've already made a video about this weapon, so I'm going to link it on this one, as well as my top 10 gold items list. That's because the Cosmic Cardinal made it on that list. So if you're wondering about that weapon, check out both of those videos. Now as far as this team up, you can see right away that it's very awesome. There goes that Boomerang Arrow. But we won't even get to see it this time because our teammates finish off that enemy. Now let me just say, this is going to be a short look at Kate, but I am going to include a battle with her at level 2. That way you can get a better look at this new character. Plus she's going to have her multi-function ability available. So we'll fire at least a few of those shots and see what she can do. Also, in the future we'll use her with other teammates, but her and Hawkeye are almost too good to split up. In fact, after using her for just this short amount of time, I was thinking two things. One, this team is amazing, and I may take her into PvP before level 9. I honestly think that they can still win. And two, this is probably the most fun I've ever had with a level 1 hero. I can't really think of anyone who rivaled it. The Boomerang Arrow, the follow-up attacks, and then Hawkeye going off. It was just all magic. So even though it's late, I'm really tired, and my voice has lost some of its power. I wanted to make this video before I went to sleep. And then don't worry, I will cover the Age of Ultron Thor tomorrow. He is very exciting as well, so I can't wait to make team-ups of him. And since my Thor is already level 14, then I'm going to take him straight into PvP. Make sure you stay tuned and subscribe, that way you don't miss out. As for this first fight, we are coming close to the end, thanks to these crazy follow-ups, preemptive counters, and so on. There's a chance it may even end up being my quick clear team. That is for PvE. The Cosmic Cardinal also procs a crazy amount of times off of these two, so you may want to consider that as well. I'm being completely honest, I may take her into PvP at level 4 or level 6, or something early like that. And if I do, then I'll make a video. We'll see what happens, maybe her damage potential needs to be higher first. But I seriously cannot wait to take the Hawkeyes into PvP. Anyways though, like I was saying, here she is at level 2, so we're going to see her multi-function ability. And also, I'm now putting pinpoint target on the enemy that we don't attack. Then Kate will join in, and she places pinpoint target on them. What that does is in one turn it sets up that debuff on 2 of 3 enemies. That's going to come in handy for both of our heroes, but especially for Knocked and Loaded. Before long, we're going to make very quick work of a high threat battle, and that's with only a level 2 teammate. Now with it finally getting to Kate's turn, we're going to go ahead and use our Trank Arrow on the existing minion. This will stun him, but spoiler alert, he's going to get killed by Hawkeye. Then in the next wave, we're going to make sure Kate gets a few shots. We'll use an item if we have to. So with Hawkeye up first, we'll use a Chrono Accelerator on Kate. Well, actually we'll use our pinpoint target first, and then we'll use that item to give her 2 turns. With those extra turns, we'll fire 2 more of her multi-function attacks. So let's go to that level 2, and first use a Putty Arrow. This may place immobilized, which should hurt this enemy, but he does have to live first. Okay, he's going to take follow-ups from both teammates, but he does live. Then next, we're going to use our Sonic Arrow, and that's an AoE attack. It causes counterattacks, but honestly, I wasn't even worried. Actually, the first one ends up being dodged, and so does the second. So hey, maybe a level 2 Kate is kind of squirrely, to borrow the enemy's passive. But no, I don't expect her to dodge in PvP. That virtually never happens, unless it's something like reality hacking. And now we are coming to the end of this video, which is good because, truthfully, I am exhausted. I have no idea why PD waits all day long and won't release anything until it's late at night, but what are you gonna do? Anyways though, I may even try to stay up and level Kate a little bit more. Once I get her at a higher level, I'll definitely make more videos. But that's going to be it for our first look at Kate Bishop. So I want to thank you all for watching and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck and take care.